Hi lovers of DIY, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Damilola, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how I made this beautiful Ankara lunch bag. You can use any fabric of choice. You can also use leather to achieve this, following the same step I'm going to be teaching you. It's so simple, but you need to watch the video to the end for you to get better understanding. Alright, let's just get started. Alright guys, so let's get started. These are the materials we are making use of. Okay, so I have my fabric here. Let me explain one after the other. I have my main fabric here. So we are going to be working with just one measurement. Very simple, just one measurement. And the measurement I have here is the width is 10 inches, while the length is 20 inches. I have the width of 10 inches, then the length of 20 inches. Then I cut two pieces of the main fabric. This is Ankara print. You can make use of leather print, leather material, any fabric of choice. So I choose to use this Ankara print. So I've cut out two pieces of 10 inches by 20 inches. So then I cut the lining. This is my lining. Also the same measurement, 10 inches by 20 inches. Then I have my foam here, half-inch foam. This foam is half-inch foam. I cut the same measurement, so we have the same measurement for the main fabric, for the lining, and also for the foam. So this is foam. All right, so this is the main body of the lunch bag. Then I have the pocket here. We're going to be putting front pocket. So I have 7 inches by 7 inches here, 7 inches by 7 inches. This is for the pocket. So this will serve as my handle. They also call it belt. So I'm using this big belt. You can choose to use a smaller belt, but I want to use this big belt for my handle. So the width of the belt is 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Then I have two measurements here. Okay, so the first one, which will be the measurement for the front handle, is 39 inches. I have 39 inches here for the front handle. So the front handle is different from the back handle. So for the back handle I added 10 inches. So I have 49 inches for the back handle. You will understand it better when we are sewing. So for the back handle you add 10 inches. Front handle I have 39 inches. Then I added 10 inches for the back handle. Then I have 49 inches. So this is my handle. The two are my handles. So this is called taping. This is called taping. It's just like a bias strip, just to cover the rough edges that is there. So I have my tapings here. All right. So I have my zipper cloth here. They call it zipper cloth. They sell it in inches where they sell all these bag materials. So you buy it in inches. So I cut it out. I cut 20 inches out. So this is 20 inches. So I have my 20 inches belt here. Then for the zip, I have cut out 7 inches in width also. So this is for the front pocket. Then I'm going to be putting side belt, just like a design, or if you want to put big handle, but this is just serving as handle for me. It's not I'm not going to put long hand. I'm not going to be putting long handle. I'll just put this one at the side of the bag, just for design alone. Then I have my zipper head here. These are my zipper heads. All right, so I have my handle here. the handle is 13 inches, so I have cut out the same measurement for the foam, and also I have the lining here, so we're going to be stitching it. So these are what we need to make our lunch bag. So let's go and sew. You understand it better when we are sewing, so let's go and sew. All right, let's get started with the sewing. Okay, the first thing we'll do is to pick one of the main body that we cut, the 10 inches by 20 inches that we cut out. Then we'll pick our pocket with our zip, with our pocket zip. Remember the pocket is 7 inches by 7 inches. So we will notch, we'll fold it into two, the pocket, we'll fold the pocket into two like this, and we'll notch. We'll notch. So we have the middle part. We are going to notch the main body, which is the front. When you pick one of it, this one is the front. We are working on the front now. All right, so we'll notch this part too, so it's notched. So I'm going to pick my pocket, then I'll pick the pocket, and this is the zipper. I'll just place the zipper right side facing right side like this. So I'm going to stitch right side facing right side. I'll just go ahead and I'll stitch. So after sewing it like this, I'm going to top stitch. So after top stitching, this is what I have. This excess that is remaining, I'm not going to cut it out now until I'm done. Then I'll pick the front. You remember we are working on the front now. I'm going to pick the front. This place that I notched and this place that I notched, you know, I notched the middle part here too. Then I'm going to place it facing each other like this. Facing each other like this. I'll make sure it's rhyme, so I'll be able to get the middle part. Then I'm going to take my zipper head. I'm going to fix it. Alright, so I have my zipper head fixed now. Then I'll take my tape, my taping. Then I'm going to tape this one down. Remember, there is only one part that we fix to the pocket. So we are going to be fixing this other part to the main fabric, to the main body. So fixing it, we will need our tapings. So this is my tapings. I'll just place it on it like this. I'll place it like this, and I'm going to sew it down. You can pin it. Just go ahead, and I'm going to sew. So I'm going to go again and stitch this upper part down. All right, so I'll just go again and stitch it down. All right, so this is what we have now. So we have our zip. Okay, don't make me this mistake. Okay, so I have to fix it back. So we have our zip. Make sure you sew it first before you pull it. You see the way it just, the zipper head just pulled out. All right, so the next thing we'll do is to cover this place up. So we'll just go ahead and place our tapings. So here I'm going to be putting the rope, I mean the handle. This is what I'm going to be fixing now. I'm going to be fixing the front handle. Remember, the first handle measurement is 39 inches. 39 inches. While the back is 49 inches. So the back measurement is longer than the front measurement. So now what I'm going to do now is to take this, the handle, like this, then I'm going to stitch it. I'm going to be stitching it down. So we'll do the same thing to this place. So we have our pockets, you see this is our pocket now. So this is our front handle. So the next thing we'll do is to put the side. I told you that I'm just using this one as a design, but to put the long handle, in case you want to put long handle on your lunch bag, so it's necessary to put this. So but when you are putting, you use a bigger belt, something like this, that you use D ring instead of this type of ring. You use D ring. Alright, so what I will do now, I'm going to measure from here. I will measure 3 inches. So from here I'm going to measure 3 inches. So this is where my 3 inches is. I'll notch. Alright, so I measure from here to here 3 inches, then I notch, then I place, this is my D ring. This measurement is 13 inches. From here to here is 13 inches. So I just put it inside. I just put the D ring inside like this. Just like this. Just like this. Alright, so I'll just place it on it like this. Then I'm going to stitch it down. Remember, from here to here is 3 inches. So I'm going to go down. Sew it down now. Alright, so this is how it looks. So we'll do the same thing to this side. From this point, I'm going to measure 3 inches, remember. So I have my 3 inches. I'm going to notch it. Notch it like that. Then I'm going to place in the same way I did to this other side. I'm going to repeat the same process. Alright, so this is what we have now. This is what we have. This will be the side. Now we have our pockets, we have our handle, and we have our side belt. If you want to put the side belt, or you just want to use it as the sign. Okay, so this is my foam. I have my foam. I'm going to put the foam on it like this. Remember, it's the same measurement. So I have the foam here. So what I'm going to do is put the foam first, put the main fabric like this, place it like this. Then I'm going to take the lining. I'll put the handle in like this. Then what we want to do is to fix our zipper. So I'm going to put the zipper close on it like this. Remember, the right side, facing the right side of the fabric, of the material you are using. Alright, you should face it like this. Then the lining will be on top. I hope you understand. The foam, the main fabric, and the foam, the main fabric, the zipper, and the lining on top. Just like this. So we can pin it down. All right, so we have this. Then I'm going to turn it like this. Then I'll top stitch. Top stitching. This is what we have now. Alright, so this is the back. You have the back here, and this is the front. So I'll just go ahead and I'll sew the sides. Just cut out the excesses like this. So this is the way the front is looking like now. So let's work on the back. So this is the back. Remember when we were fixing the handle for the front, we work on it like this, but now horizontally, we work on it horizontally, but now we are going to be working vertically on the back side. So that's just the difference. So note, when you are working on the front, you work on it horizontally. So when you are working on the back, you work on it vertically. You understand? So now we are going to be fixing the handle for the back. So the first thing we are going to do now is to fold into two. You fold it into two like this. Remember when we were folding for the front, we folded it like this. We folded it horizontally. But now that we are working on the back, we are going to fold it vertically like this. Then we are going to notch. We will notch. So when we notch, we take the front. Remember where we notch the front. So from that place that we notch, we're going to measure from one side to that place that we notch. So I have about can still find the middle part. So this is the middle part I worked with. This is the middle that I work with. So from that middle, I'm going to measure from one end here, from where the handle starts from, to the middle. So I have about 3.5. So from here to here, from the middle, I have about 3.5. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to measure that same measurement here. So that this will, so my belt will start from there. I hope you understand. If you don't understand anything, just let me know in the comment section below. So I'm going to, I'll just mark that point. So I'll do the same thing to this side too. I'll also mark the point. All right, so this is the upper part. This upper part now is going to accommodate, because the lunch bag is going to fold. This back is going to be folding on the front. We're going to see how it is as we go on. So at this point, what you will do, we're going to be putting undo here. So we're going to mark from this edge downward. We will mark 1 inch. This back side is going to accommodate the undo, and also there's going to be a fold over on the lunch bag. You know, there's going to be like a flap on the front. So you're going to understand what I'm saying. Just follow me closely. So this, we are working on the back now, remember. So we're going to, from this edge, you measure 1 inch down. So that will be a straight line. You mark a straight line there. So from this edge also, you're going to mark 6 inches down. 6 inches down. 6 inches down, like this. So we'll make a straight line. So our belt is going to stop here. Remember, this is where the belt is going to, the handle is going to start from. Remember how we got it from this point to this point. We measure from there to get the middle part. Then we measure 3.5 inches from the point to the right side. So your one may not be the same thing, but if you follow this step, you will get it. If yours is 3 inches, just measure the front. What you get from where you start your rope from to the middle. So if you are using a smaller belt, you may not get up to this 3.5 inches. It may be like 3 inches. So you are measure from where the belt is starting from to the middle part. So you may not get up to that 3.5, but because of the big handle that I'm making use of. All right, so I'll just pick my handle. Remember that the measurement for this back handle is 10 inches longer than the front. The front is 39 inches, while the back is 49 inches. And it's because the belt is longer at the back than the front. Just look at it. See the front. See where it's starting from here. Just here to here. Then we have, but look at this place. From this point to this point, you see it's very long. Alright, so what you're going to do now is just to place it on it. Place it on it like this, and we are going to stitch. So this 6 inches that we measured from upper part to this 6 inches, that is where the belt will stop. That's where we're going to stop. Yes, so like this. So when you get there, I just lift up your zipper folds, I mean. So just go ahead and stitch. Alright, so I'm done stitching it, you see. So now what we're going to do now is to put our handle. There's a small handle here, particular small handle here. So this is the lining. Then we'll put our foam, then our fabric like this. It's going to be like this. All right, so we'll take our tapings. So we just put our tapings like this and tape it. So this is what we are going to be doing. The lining, the foam, and the fabric like this. Then we'll pick our taping. Then we'll tape. Then we'll sew. So I will do the same thing to this side. Alright, so after stitching it, after piping it, this is what we have. See? So now remember, we measure from the upper part to this place is 1 inch. From this tip to this place is 1 inch. So from that 1 inch, we are going to be placing this on it. So watch what I'm going to do. So you will measure from this tip, from one end of this place, you are going to measure 3 inches. 3 inches. So I have my 3 inches here. So from this place to, I'm going to measure 3 inches. So I have my 3 inches here. So this is what I will do. I will now place it on it like this, then like this. So I'm going to be stitching it. I'll stitch it like this. Just watch what I will do. I'll raise my zipper foot up, then so this is what we have after stitching the handle. So I just went ahead. Remember, we are still working on the back. So after I just pick my foam and my lining, I just put it, the fabric, the foam and the lining. So I just stitch it round, and I cut out the excesses. All right, so now it's time to couple the two together, both the front and the back. So this is our front, the front. Remember we find the middle part of the back side, and we also find the middle part of the front side. This is the back side, this is the front side. So I just place it on each other and I stitch. So when I stitch, I just stitch this one also to this side. So we're going to be finishing these parts now. We are going to finish this part. So remember, this is the back side. I place it at the middle of the front side. Then I stitch to this side. I stitch it to the zipper part. So I'm going to do the same thing to this side. So I'll start stitching. this is how our lunch bag looks like now. See, we have our zipper. See, this is it. This is the back. We have the front, the upper part. See, so cute, so cute. So this is what we have now. So what we will do now is I'll just go ahead and pipe it. The remaining one is just to pipe, just to finish this rough edges. So this is what I'm going to use to pipe it. I'll just sew it round. I'll sew it round. So that is what I'm going to do. I'll just go ahead and pipe it round like that. Alright, so I'm done stitching it. See, this is what I have now. Our lunch bag is ready. See the inside. Wow, this is so cute. See, so cute, so beautiful. This is what we have.